Hey everybody, so today we are comparing soil particles. Your journal setup is currently on the screen. So our explore question is, how do soil particles look underneath the microscope? So we're first going to start off with sand. So sand particles can be compared to a ping pong ball. I'm going to switch over. So sand is similar to a ping pong ball because the particles are large. Next, we have silt. Silt is similar to a marble because the particles are medium sized. Lastly, we have clay. So remember our soil sample from yesterday. So clay particles are similar to dimes because they're small and flat. So in our first picture, we can see what it looks like for sand particles underneath the microscope and what they're compared to. Next, we have silt underneath the microscope and what they're compared to. Next, we have our clay particles and they're compared to dimes because they're flat. At the bottom, we have our questions that we need to answer. So our first question says, identify a soil that is dry, rough, small grains, and has large particles. So that's going to be sand. Identify soil that has powdery, smooth texture, and has medium-sized particles. That's going to be silt. Identify a soil that is usually dark in color, grows plants well, and has medium-sized particles. So that's going to be our loam, and that's because it has a mixture. Identify a soil that is rough and clumpy when dry and sticky when wet, and has small particles. So those particles are small and compact. That is clay. So why does a plant with fragile roots, similar to our picture that we see here, would not grow well in clay? And it's because the clay retains or holds back the most water. And I can see that here. So when I add water to this clay, those roots are not going to get any water at the bottom because that clay is so tightly packed that water will not make it to the roots of that delicate root or plant. So when it retains it, it holds it back. Alright, so let's go back up. Sand is similar to ping pong ball because the particles are large. Silt is similar to marbles because the particles are medium sized. Clay is similar to dimes because the particles are small and flat. And when we scroll back down, we have all of our choices here, and you can always come back to this video in case you didn't quite get it. So today was fairly easy. We were just comparing the particle sizes again to everyday objects. That way we can get an idea of what those particles really look like. That way we're prepared for tomorrow when we start testing for the capacity to retain water.